Good morning, dragons.
Good morning.
It's Question Tuesday, the day Dr. Moses answers real
Yay!
questions from Real Dragons. Dr. Moses, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
That's so nice to hear. All right, let's get right to it. Our first question, Reese wants to know what your favorite color is.
Ooh, my favorite color is blue. I love blue.
Good choice. Reese also wants to know, why did you want to come and be at Johnson?
Well, I have two boys. One is Christopher and one is Steven. Christopher's actually 17 now and Steven is 15. Both of them started here at Johnson Elementary School, and then we ended up moving over into the Rockenbaugh area, and so we switched over there. But this is actually where my heart was.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I love Johnson.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so Isla and Hayden both want to know, what is the job of being assistant principal? What do you do?
Well, I think most kids would say that I have to do all the discipline. Because if you make poor decisions, you end up in my office most of the time. So yes, I do the discipline. But I'm in charge of all of our STAR testing and textbooks and making sure teachers have all the resources that they need to teach. Mrs. Allison and I, we do a lot of stuff together, quite honestly.
Yeah, y'all are a great team.
We do a lot of planning. We do a lot of working with teachers, working with students. So I do a lot of the same things Miss Allison does. But on top of that, I do the good old discipline.
There you go. She's also a Heine saver. She has saved my Heine many times.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's fun, though.
All right. Amelia wants to know, did you have a job before your job now? And if so, what was it?
I did. I actually worked over at the administration office, which is kind of up the road. I was there for about 9 years. I was what you call a curriculum coordinator, and I was over all of our math and science and languages and PE, and worked with all of those teachers and made sure that teachers that are teaching knew what to teach.
There you go. So she was my boss, and now she's my boss.
Yeah, there you go.
It's perfect. All right. Charlotte wants to know how old you are. You're 29, right?
29 and holding. No, actually, I turned 50 this year.
So exciting.
I know.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
half a century old.
That's so cool. That's so cool. All right. So on that note, Kelly wants to know what it was like when you were a kid. Were things different?
Yes, they were very different. I came from a small town called Silsbee, Texas, and it was, I think there were about 8,000 people in it. My dad was the city manager. Cool. We may have had testing, but I don't remember it. It was, a lot of the same learning. I mean, you had to learn to write and read and math and things like that, but it definitely wasn't a city. Everything had big, tall pine trees, and it was just a different atmosphere. It wasn't very hectic.
Sure, yeah. Oh, that's great.
It was nice.
Let's see. Sophia wants to know why we call you doctor.
Okay, well, that's a hard one that most people don't understand. So when you go to college and you're there for your first 4 or 5 years, what you're doing is you're earning what's called a bachelor degree. And that's the very first degree you get. The second degree, if you decide to stay in even longer, usually about 2 to 3 more years, they call that a master's degree.
Yeah, we've talked about that in class. Yes. You guys might remember.
Yes. And then if you decide to stay in even longer,
because you like to suffer.
That's right. Then you get a doctorate degree. But a doctorate degree, even though I put Dr. Moses in front of my name, it's not a medical doctor. It's an education doctor.
There you go.
So there is definitely a difference.
So it's a whole lot of school to be
the
absolute best teacher you can.
A lot of writing and a lot of reading.
There you go. So if you want to be the ultimate teacher, you can be like Dr. Moses.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So Kinsey wants to know, what do you do over the weekend when there are not kids around?
Actually, I usually run errands.
Yeah.
Because I work all week, so I've got to go and get food and things like that. Yeah. Honestly, I look forward to reading. I love to read books. Yeah. I love to watch movies. So my husband and I watch lots of movies. Nothing real exciting. I've got 2 teenage boys.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Maybe baseball or lacrosse.
There you go. Yeah. Those are your hobbies. I love it. And, on that note, Mirabelle wants to know if you did or do play any sports.
No, I do not play any sports now. When I was ever since I was 4, I was in ballet up through college.
Cool.
So I don't think you'd call that a sport. I would call that an art.
Sure.
So I took ballet for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And then I did cheerleading in high school, which
Oh,
again,
fun.
I don't consider that technically a sport. But nowadays, looking at a lot of things they do, they probably would consider it a
Sure.
sport. But an official sport like basketball, baseball, volleyball, any of that
running
kind of stuff,
sports.
no.
I've heard that a lot lately. You guys saying running sports and
Yeah,
sports.
no, I wasn't in those either.
Well, we'll have to see if we can get you to do a dance move later.
No.
All right, and we've got, I think our last one is, do you like your work and do you like kids? And what is your favorite part of your job? Olivia and Ian want to know.
Yes, I love my job. Yes, I love kids. I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
None of us would be here if we didn't.
Exactly. I'm used to teaching older kids because
Mhm.
I used to teach high school. So it has been wonderful to come and be with smaller kids because they give lots of hugs. And I
Yes.
love the hugs.
You got a lot of hugs.
They come to school very happy, which is
Mhm.
really nice. In high school, they're not always happy to
Sure.
be there.
Sure.
So yes, I love being here.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember
Your
what was the-
favorite part of your job.
The favorite part of my job, honestly, is sometimes I have kids in here who eat lunch with me, and maybe they earn a reward to come in here,
Mhm.
and we'll play games and things like that. So that probably would be one of my
That's
favorites.
Awesome. Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Well, Dr. Moses, is there anything else you want to tell everybody?
No, that's about it. I'm glad I'm here, and I enjoy being your assistant principal.
Yay! Thank you so much for being on the
Alrighty.
show.
Okay, bye.
Bye, dragons.